Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. In particular, today we're going to be looking at divine masculine energy. So this will be a divine masculine reading for DMs and for DFs who are cross watchers and interested to get some information. So let's dive right in. I've got a few decks here. We are going to be looking at what, after I pull the oracle card for divine masculines, we'll be looking at what's going on in their energy and what's going on in their 3D life right now. Meaning more like what is happening to them as part of what is happening in their energy as part of the twin flame journey. In terms of the lessons they're learning and transformation that they're undergoing, versus what is happening in their 3D life right now and where they're going next. And then of course we'll pull some messages from divine masculines to the feminines on how they feel on their heart right now, what they would like to share. Thank you very much for being here, and if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video, to subscribe to my channel, and to share it with other people who may be interested. Also check out my website and blog at mindfulbamboo.com. And of course there's another channel that's called Mindful Bamboo, the YouTube channel I mean, and I usually post monthly horoscopes there, sometimes readings for other events, and also sometimes more of a spiritual journey videos, so check that out as well. And hopefully those of you who are subscribed to my newsletter, and you can do that at my website as well, you got your newsletter this week. I'm back on track to doing weeklies, and I'll be sharing all kinds of news and events of what's going on. We have a lot of plans in 2023, and I'm also hoping to do like a travel section as well, where I'll be sharing some of my travel notes from Hawaii as soon as I'm there and I start my new phase of exploration. So divine masculines, you have number 15. Fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker. Beautiful. Yes, so this is a reminder to divine masculines, and I'm hearing that a lot of them are seeing different signs and synchronicities right now, reminding them that they are a lot more than, their kind of 3D self, right? What their meat suit represents and who they are in their karmic lives. It doesn't have to be just about relationships, right? It could be about jobs, society roles, anything that they stand by, and what they represent and how they live their life, right? This is a reminder that there is much more than that in life. And that actually works for those who feel like they are successful in their 3D space right now, and those who feel like it's not really working out for them, and they're figuring out why and what they want to do next, right? For both of those categories, that message is coming in. And it may be difficult to accept that message in each of those cases. If everything is going well according to DM's mind, then it's almost like an extra distraction or stress, right? Like, but everything's great, what are you talking about, right? Because this comes in, what I'm getting here is right now is coming in as an energy. So it's more like that internal feeling that something is off, that there should be much more than that. For those cases when things are not working out, this is like an extra pressure, like you're not getting it, that sort of sign, when you have like not getting it. It's like, yeah, well, I kind of understand because things are not working out, but what am I supposed to do? Tell me what to do, what not to do, that sort of idea. Okay, let's see what's going on in the energy field. And I'm doing the Soul on Fire deck today, which according to the author is a lot about inner child and that sort of innermost feelings, that moon side of a person, a lot of those things. And by the way, speaking of the moons, I am doing my workshop in personal astrology on the 8th of January. Information is also on my website, so check that out. There is a link in the menu on the on the website. You can search for it, of course. It's in the upcoming event section as well. It's gonna be really interesting. We're gonna be looking at, there will be a workbook. You will be able to fill out details for yourself, and not just about what your placements are, which is quite important. And I strongly encourage people to, I give you a resource of where to pull your chart from, so you can use it for the workshop. But then you will be able to translate that information, like, I don't know, my Mercury is in Capricorn, for example, right? What does it mean in terms of your life, your spiritual growth, next steps to take, specifics on how you build relationships, see this life, reach success, right? There will be that kind of interpretation that I feel will be the most useful. Okay, so on the energy space, we have Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. And this is a full moon, and we do have a full moon coming on January 6th. This is gonna be full moon in, is it in Capricorn? I'm doubting myself now. No, it was a new moon, it was in Capricorn. I'll have to check what the full moon, for some reason I'm still thinking it's in Capricorn. Maybe it is, we'll check. But anyway, so there is a reference to the 6th of Jan and the full moon. As always, it's going to be building up, starting basically from the 1st of Jan. But what's important, if we step aside from the dates of the full moon, just in general, moon card is about bringing to the surface some important information. And like I was saying, it's like getting the masculines aware that something is missing or was missing, or they were, how do I say it? They were neglecting certain gut feel, certain feeling that something was off, you know, like now it's like very, very loud, very explicit, like, yes, you were right, you were supposed to act on it, or you were meant to go into a different direction, you didn't listen to yourself, right? Now this is kind of starting to come up. That feeling you had was really important. But what I'm seeing with the Queen of Pentacles here is that they actually recognize that, to me, this is a divine feminine in this reading. And they recognize that, not just recognize, again, this is an energetic level. So they get this kind of jolt of energy from divine feminines who are moving forward with their mission, with their business, with establishing themselves. And it's giving DMs a nudge, like, come on, where are you? What are you doing out there? You know, not in a bad way, in a good way. I get the good feeling from this energy, that it's that sort of encouragement, kind of like, hey, buddy, what are you doing? I'm doing this, what about you? What about you? You know, like when you're working on the same project and you're like working at your station and then you're wondering what's your partner doing over there, or your friend, you know? So they're getting encouraged to move forward with their aspirations and plans, and with establishing themselves in 3D, right? With turning things around so that it's not just about checking the boxes, right, on paper, or, you know, making it look well on Instagram. It's about more than that. It's about them being happy. Look at that card, actually. Look at this queen, right? It's about her doing her, you know, kind of idea, right? Being the brilliant herself, right? And that's what's encouraging. She's got her fruit, her cat, you know. Those are resources too, really, right? It's not just about making money, but it's about surrounding yourself with those things, people, and resources that actually make you joyful and actually help you create something. Let's see what we have on the conscious space. What's going on in 3D life for divine masculines? What I'm also getting with the moon card is DMs are trying to kind of put a good face on it, but they still neglecting certain parts that are there, that are not looking as good, so they're trying to kind of pretend like they don't really exist. those feelings, those nudges, but they're being shown now very clearly that those are important pieces of the puzzle. The unwanted feelings, so to speak. Anything else? We have the Page of Cups here for the 3D space. I love that it actually, I just noticed that it has like this heart chakra opening here. There's so much going on in Page of Cups in this deck. It's beautiful. You please give us more information on this Page of Cups. Thank you. Yes, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Beautiful. So you see like this, I don't know if you can see here, but there is like this artwork where his heart chakra is opening up. It's like almost like that pulsation. And of course, this part of the card is telling us that it's about having faith, believing the impossible is possible, pigs can fly. It also has a notion like there is also like this little drawing here of the like 2 hands connected in a heart. Like I said, there's so much going on in this Page of Cups. It's very special. And it's important that it's stepping away from feeling bitter and, you know, acting like people owe you something. It's an interesting take on it. Stop being entitled that people owe you something and being more open and more given in relationships yourself, right? Seeing how that translates into miracles and some unexpected outcomes. So Divine Masculine says it's beautiful. They're actually seeing that in specific examples in their life, that, you know, how that openness, how that balanced heart space is helping them achieve success and achieve happiness, right? The more they step away from feeling bitter or lonely or like life is unfair, and the more they step into, how about I'm gonna be a kinder, more loving person to people, to myself and to other people, right? How am I gonna believe in the goodness of people, right? The only thing that I would add here, that there's still, or you Divine Masculine watching, still learning how to also build healthy boundaries and protect your energy, and it's just as important. So, and hence that's what I'm getting, this is a page energy, right? Because there's still things to learn. But please don't feel discouraged if you are impacted in a negative way by other energies or somebody not being very honest. When we are more open, it's not just about open into the given direction, right? It's also about receiving and being able to tell pretty quickly whether a person has good intentions, whether they are as open and pure, or they have an agenda, they're trying to take advantage, or they're just having a bad day, but it's still gonna impact you in a negative way, right? And then it's, I think I talked about it in the recent readings, then it's your decision whether you're just accepting it, that they're having a bad day, you are around, you are gonna get impacted, or you can do something to avoid that, right? But at least this is your conscious choice, because you understand, yes, this person is not in a good place right now, and their energy is low vibrational, and it's gonna impact me, it's gonna pull me kind of down with them, or it's gonna drain me and exhaust me at the very least, right? Okay, let's see what we have for the messages. I'm finally keeping this as a shorter message. Yes, I know, I tried. Messages from Divine Masculines to Divine Feminines watching. What do DMs like to share? What's happening on their heart and minds right now? Okay. Not very talkative today. Okay, thank you. A couple of messages here. I know we're twin flames. I need to love me first, then I can love you. Yeah, so that's that Page of Cups becoming, right? But although it's still a Page of Cups for Divine Feminines watching, there is a great progress here. And there's, the more they're gonna open up and start living in that cleansed heart chakra space and going into the heart space, the more they're gonna, well, first of all, it's gonna become more of a habit, a natural state of things, right? That they're there. So things will be developing organically for them, spiritually, mentally, and in the physical space. And also that's one of the ways how healing happens naturally for us, right? Like I was saying the other day, it doesn't have to be done the hard way. You don't have to go through many cycles of like grief and suffering before you actually heal something important, right? Sometimes it happens naturally. One of the ways is actually by working with your heart chakra, your heart space. Doesn't have to be like conscious healing. It can also be more about the opening, the balanced heart chakra, and understanding those concepts, right, of that energy exchange in healthy, authentic relationships. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. A quick reminder, we have Mercury retrograde coming in tomorrow, so I will do a spread on what does it mean for the twins right now. I'll also give you a couple of reminders of other transits and what to look out for, for the coming days. So yeah, stick around for that. Bye everyone.